Yeah, I told them.
Okay. So here we are, Art Club Live. We're doing for the first time ever a poetry jam. I mean, this place is packed with poets, musicians, artists of all kind. We have booths set up. I mean, the range of art here is unbelievable. And I am so stoked. And speaking of art, we got one of the greatest artists in the land right now and amazing yoga instructor,
Oh,
Sue. What's going on over here?
I brought some flowers to draw since it's flower power theme. So I've got this beautiful orange poppy that I'm drawing with my Prismacolors. I love Prismacolors, so just sketching it out right now, seeing what happens.
Yeah, and you're going to be at this during the whole show? Or?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see the progress
Yeah.
as it comes along.
Yeah, come see.
Very cool. Good to see you.
Sam, good seeing you.
I think we get started now, but I need a thumbs up from the boss. Who is MIA right now?
Boss is inside.
Boom. All right. Are you guys ready for some poetry? I kind of felt it. Let's try this again. Are you ready for poetry? Yes, a lot is happening tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming out to our first ever poetry jam. Hey, can we give it up for the art club putting this together? We have people from North Jersey. We have people from right here in Hammonton. We have artists, musicians, and of course, poets. We have a big night lined up, and I am so stoked. A couple things. One, make sure you look over here at Kali. She is going to be making art all night. The vendors here are creating amazing work, so check them out and support them. And we have two very special guests who will be hosting with me tonight. The first, editor, is it safe to say editor, creator?
Yeah, I'm not a very good editor.
He's a terrible editor. Soup Can Magazine, something that was created during the pandemic, and he's making poetry accessible through his magazine to the masses. Also, yeah, give it up. I will do my best. Hannah Marcellini, give it up for Hannah. That's what I'm talking about. Hannah. Yeah, so you have this her boss. Yeah, good applause. Hannah, you can find over at the Eagle Theater where she works, but that's not all, because she is also very brave. She does something I could never do. She's a stand-up comedian. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming out. There's gonna be a lot that's happening. You guys ready for your first performance? Yes! All right. First one up is a good friend of mine. He's a musician, a painter, and of course, a poet. Give it up for DJ Hazlitt.
All right, brother. You got it. Good evening. How you doing? A lot of fun. I'm really glad to see that we're having some poets come out and all the different art and musicians and everything else. So I am DJ Hazlitt. I've been writing poetry for a while. I'm lucky enough to have some of my poetry actually published. But I was talking with a gentleman in the back who's another poet about the fact that you can pick up poetry anywhere, especially if you're standing in a grocery line or you're overhearing what somebody's saying. And my first poem has to do with a gentleman I saw in line at a music shop. I was going in to get some strings for my guitar, and this guy was standing in front of me. And the name of the poem is The Flying V. The man holding the odd-shaped guitar case stands impatiently waiting for the music shop to open. He wears a Harley-Davidson t-shirt, has a thick black beard, a bandana, is tied around his head. Do you play, I ask. I used to, but times are lean. I'm selling the guitar because I need the money, he says. Then continues. It's a flying V. You know, Hendrix played one. It's shaped like the letter V. Opening the case, he gently fingers the neck. See, the neck was cracked, he says. My woman at the time threw it at me across a parking lot one night when we were arguing. I had a guy fix it. He did a good job, but I'll get less for it now. The shopkeeper unlocks the door. In frayed jeans, hosting hungry pockets. The man shuffles to the counter, then hands over this piece of his soul for negotiation. Thank you. Oh, I get goosebumps every time I read that. I was in Greenwich Village not too long ago. I decided to walk down the street and listen to some of the people on the cell phones. I want to thank everybody who has a cell phone and talks loud, because I get a lot of good material that way. This is called Village Voices, a Trilogy. 3 short quips. A man and woman walk holding hands white knuckle tight on Spring Street. The woman is obviously annoyed. Looking is one thing, drooling is another. He's looking at the other women over there, right? She says. The man is grasping for the right words. He shrugs his shoulders, then blurts out, it happens. A young woman walks briskly down Broadway, talking loud into her cell phone. This happens with every single guy. And that's why she gets divorced. These are actual conversations that you hear as you go. A cell phone to his ear, a man navigates the crowd on Bleecker Street. It's important for me to know so I don't put all my energy onto Beth. These are true stories. If you do creative things and you have fun, you really enjoy solitude. And I wrote a poem about solitude and what goes on and how you get inside your mind about that. This is called Slammin' Solitude. When pointed distractions take their leave and a soulful seat offers itself, it's then, yes then, my center appears. I strip off the mindless momentum of present, grasping reflections of riches to hold, whether stinging or soothing, kissing or cursing. Throwing off the burden of the enforcing gaze, my fingers draw letters from the keyboard, forming on the screen rattling images. I surprise my waking self with a face-to-face meeting with the hidden self. Who are you? Says me. It's the quiet before night leaves, the solitude of surrender that changes me, tasting unobserved treasures and feeling yet to be dealt with hurts and fears, touching memories that hide in my mindful mazes. Cover me. I'm going in. No safety rope. Now swimming in alphabet soup, visions smile and frown, playing out faded flashes of my past and taking me to lurking levels of emotions where the depths deepen. Then clock and dollar call me back to the land of the unthinking. Floating to the surface, I know I'll be back tomorrow. Hold my seat. Thank you. And this one, my wife Jan is here with me tonight. She had a yard sale, and we're driving to see some of our relatives. And she's telling me about this yard sale and this really cute kid that bought a gorilla, a stuffed gorilla. And it just came to me. I just started writing this thing. We're writing it down. But this is really Jan's yard sale. This is called Gorilla for Sale. It was a shopper's paradise this spring day, and we neighbors unpacked what we once packed away and spread stuff on tables and lawns just turned green, so all offerings could clearly be seen. There was my junk and their junk and kids' junk too, old games, tattered books, a few things new. When a boy no more than 7 rode up on his bike, tiny gorilla tucked in his belt, nearly out of sight. He was a collector of gorillas, he explained to me. It was our stuffed brown gorilla that he came to see. The gorilla once guarded my now grown daughter's bed, and having completed that mission, was looking for new work at a different homestead. How much is the gorilla? 50 cents, I said. But the price has been slashed. For you, it's a quarter instead. A look of pondering and sorry came over his face. I only have 7 cents to take the gorilla from this place. You drive a hard bargain, I said with a grin. 7 cents is the selling price to take him home, my friend. Well, the boy was off on a flash on his bike to take the stuffed brown gorilla to his home that night. I made $50 on the yard sale that day. But the 7 cent sale, it was the best, far and away. Thank you. Woo!
Thank you so much, TJ. You have a great voice. You ever thought about doing like audiobooks or being a motivational speaker? Oh my God, you could literally tell me anything and I'd do it. You have such a good voice. All right, guys. Up next, we have some poetry from James. I'm so sorry if I'm saying your last name wrong. Ellerby.
Woo!
Oh, yes, yes. Let's go.
Who's next on deck? Yeah, you're up, my guy. How's everybody doing? Yeah. Y'all want to hear some poetry? All right. All right. Any jazz lovers? All right. Okay. You'll dig this. This is, well, James Ellerby. I live in South Jersey in Willingboro, and spoken word artist, author, entrepreneur, all that good stuff. Just connect to me afterwards if you like what you hear. But getting back to jazz, right? So I wrote this piece called Miles Away. And it's dedicated to Miles Davis and jazz music, and it kind of tells a story at the same time. So this is Miles Away. You always seem miles away, when my love for you was miles ahead. Trying to squeeze Park's lips together made out of your love. I loved you like Miles loved his trumpet, waiting for you to see the king in me while your heart sang, someday my prince will come, but not soon enough. My melancholy muse, life is bleak. You gotta play the scales, you gotta play the scales. Play me like more better blues. You never knew what you wanted. An organized confusion to my pheromone, like the organized confusion of bees brew. Life is a bee and an itch. Someone's got to scratch. Your love is always my lack. You always seem miles away, when my love for you was miles ahead, trying to reach the atmosphere, to reach your stratosphere. 32 miles of miles, compiled out of broken dreams, broken promises, brokenness, a clutter of clutter, a boat with no rudder, a smile in reverse. You are the worst note I ever played. Play me like emotions, pave my roads with asphalts and years of pain. I was your mind. You left me like Coltrane. To innovate your new you, your new view, you had me feeling kind of blue. You always seem miles away, never was adjacent. Step to the left like a G clef, or better yet, left me hanging, bass clef. You're sketchy like sketches of Spain. So I wrote your bad notes in my notebook, poured bird on every word, blew you away like dizzy till I was no longer dizzy. I parked this ride like Charlie Parker on the other end of a saxophone, to no longer hear your moans like a trombone at rest. You always seem miles away, but instead of chasing you east, I decided to turn west. You're always miles away. You're always miles away. We got anybody that has any pet peeves in life?
Yes.
We're in Jersey. Let me hear some pet peeves. Pet peeves. Smacking when you're eating, like just like a horse, right? Who else? What?
Huh?
Talking when you're reading.
Talking when you're reading. Yes, yes. One more.
Not saying excuse me.
Not saying excuse me. I like that one.
Manners matter.
That's right. Well, I have a pet peeve in my home, and it is time. So we're going to talk about that. So this piece I call Time. The one thing I hate most about life is time. Everything consists of time. Like, she doesn't want to go on a date because she doesn't have. What she should have said is, why should I waste my time on someone like you? We tend to relate time to all types of stupid stuff like, funny how time flies when you're having fun. I don't see anything fun about that. And if we were having fun, wouldn't you want it to last? Not a thing of the past, or here's a classic. I think it's time to go. No, I think it's time for me to leave your lame butt because I can think of better things to do with my time. You gotta excuse me, but I just hate that word time. Or anything that got time in it, like better luck next time, or do you have the time? Yes, I do. And I don't plan on giving it to you. Or how about this one? Time is on my side. Anybody know that song?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Time has never been on my side. Time has been kicking the crap out of me. I just want to put time in a headlock, slam time to the floor, stomp the dog mess out of time till it can't take no more. I know I'm getting beside myself, but time started it. Time has been winning since the beginning of, or whenever that is, because we are the ones that created it in the first place. More like we created a monster. And the number one statement that I hate that has time in it, I guess I see you next lifetime. More like never. Because that's exactly what a lifetime is. Time can kiss my butt. Thank you for your time. Make some noise for James Ellerby!
In case you all were not aware of the legend that you just beheld, James Ellerby is the owner of njpoetryevents.com, which is the definitive calendar of all poetry events in the state of New Jersey. That's him right there. So give it up for that. If you were like, it's just a Tuesday, I feel like some poetry, just go to his website and there's some place that has poetry and he knows about it, and that's what's up. So one more time for James Ellerby, rocking it. On deck, we have O.C. Norman, but coming up next, put your hands together for Najee Boo!
Hi, I'm Najee. I'll be singing Back to Black by Amy Winehouse a cappella.
Yeah!
He left no time to regret, kept his lips wet with his same old safe bet. Me and my head high and my tears dry, get on without my guy. You went back to what you knew, so far removed from all that we went through. And me, with my head high and my tears dry, get on without my God. We left no time to regret, kept his lips wet with his same old safe bet. We only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her and I go back to. We only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her and I go back to. I go back to us. I loved you much. It's not enough. You loved her. I'm not enough. And you went back to what you knew. So far removed from all that we went through. We only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her and I go back to black, black, black. I go back to black.
Yes.
Did you guys feel that like I did? That was powerful. I felt that. That was amazing. Good job, Naj. All right. I had to introduce this next guest. This guest has many talents. He's a martial artist. He is my martial arts instructor. And as tough as he is, he also creates some beautiful art. I'm talking about my very good friend up here for the very first time. So give it up real loud for my man, O.C. Norman. On deck, Jennifer and Elise.
How you guys doing? My name is O.C. Norman. I am currently residing here in Hammonton. It's my first time reading, so excuse the nerves. I'm going to read, thank you. I'm going to read two poems, one very short, and then I'll move on to the one that I actually have been practicing. Love. In the beginning, I loved you, how you needed to be loved when you were loved the wrong way. As we grew, I loved you when you weren't ready to be loved, but needed to be loved. Now I loved you when you were ready, and you forgot my love existed. Yet I still love you because it was the only thing I ever got good at. This house is not a home. It is but four walls painted with acrylic truth. 'Tis why my mind wanders. To escape the inevitability of this existence, I have grown accustomed. To shake the numbness that has replaced the once bright smile, I sit by the fire. Glowing in the warmth of familiarity and the comfort of discomfort, in the serenity of self-reliance and the unmistakable knowledge of the flames that singe the tangled kindling of thought and insistent contemplation. Hard is this cabin built from scabs scarred over and over from lessons never learned, for every ounce of lifeblood spilt and clotted this hobble grows cramped. So much so that while warm, it is too close to the flames we are forced to sit. But from the fires of hope, it's the burn of isolation and constant disappointment that seem all too nostalgic and welcome. A chill shakes the senses. Shut the door. I cry to the part of myself that somehow still believes in the illusion of solace. The threshold gives way to acceptance, yet a crippling chill from broken trust hesitantly given, encompassed by the sub-zero wasteland that is reality persists. Please, shut the door, for I do not want the frigid winds of your care, of your concern, the howlings of your sweet nothings, your icy smile. I still feel the shiver from the last time I opened my doors to you. My teeth chip as they chatter. No, you are no longer welcome, for I would rather burn by my fire than be again left numb in your wake. This house is not a home, but I guess it's true. It was never meant to be. It's just meant to protect me from you.
Give it go one more time. Okay. I got a really cool picture of you just now when you took this like grand dramatic pause and you were like, it's really good. It's going to the blog. By the way, I'm going to be shooting photos for our Sukan Magazine blog. If there's anyone who is coming up tonight and would not like their picture taken or would not like video taken, all you have to do is let me know and I'll make sure I honor those requests. So just let me know. One more time for those over here. Back. And keep it going for our next poet featured in issue number 1 of Sukan Magazine. Give it up for Alice Versella!
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to see you all in person. I'm going to be reading some poems from my new book, When Wolves Become Birds. I do have copies over there if you'd like one signed. For my first poem, my dear friend Jen is going to do some dancing. For all the dreams I still have yet to dream and all the dreams once had. I said, I want to cast spells, mother. Let the pearls drip forth from the oyster shell in my mouth. I want to taste the cities, mother. Hold the earth like a lover holds my hips above the ledge of his. I won't hold secrets and empty promises. I want blood oath and lightning strikes, terror and the shriek of a nightmare, jolting me alive. Nocturnal birds once the day sets. Watch the girls as they set their masks down. Embrace our dark nights and vulnerability. That I still cry and shout so you can hear me. Over the sting in my throat, the sting of this salt, these cresting waves. I swear to God, one day I'm going to drown in. But for now, I'm learning how to float. How to sip of love and not get drunk. Oh, how the tide wants to pull me back with her. But I am still a stubborn woman, mother. I am learning how to take a fighter's stance. On shifting plates, I try to pirouette, and I am graceless. But thank God for that. Thank God for my vulgar mouth and my too small hands. They hold this bleeding organ like an offering to know God and all but my younger self, that Holy Ghost. Haunting skeletal halls that creak a little more upon waking now. Kneecaps remember what it was like to run, hunched, howling, because it hurt to learn I must become a beast. Some of us never shed the pelt for wings, forget we were made for skies, and we make our own heavens from the pearly gates of our teeth, a smile that bites back, like a dog in the junkyard, a warning behind a chain link fence. We were all born in the gutter with our eyes full of stars, mother. Maybe we did fall to earth from Mars, but I still believe in what we've been building here, even if we burn it down daily. Aren't we all witches set to burn at the stake daily, Joan of Arc? And maybe I am crazy. Crazy as my feet levitate from the grass, as I dance and spin, righteous, divine, like a dervish. I spin in the grass, and the dew wets my cheeks. I think I'm crying. For all the lost souls who once held mad dreams, foaming like the seashore at the mouth of their bays. There is no jetty giant enough to break my wake. Oh, I am dreaming, Mother. Do not attempt to wake me. Thank you. Give a big round of applause for Jen Gordon, please. Thank you so much. This next one is called I Will Edit Manuscripts, but I Will Not Edit Myself. I do not wish for snapshots. I want the whole damn panorama. The extended cut, the unedited scroll you let roll forth from the typewriter like a carpet you did not have pulled out from under you. And I want the dust you swept under that carpet when your mother wasn't looking, when you grew tired of the nagging, after you unpacked all the boxes of your body you kept closed up, taped shut, because you've been so afraid to unpack your baggage and buy furniture with sturdy legs. Legs that will dent the carpet. Legs that might scratch that hardwood if you don't first lay down some velvet to buffer it. I say refuse all buffers, like bowling without bumpers, like sometimes I don't care if my ball lies in the gutter, scream guttural. If today you cracked a mirror and did not like the imperfect reflection, scream if it makes you feel better. Because hawks don't consider the eardrums of earthworms. They scream because they are flying high and they are hunting. They are taking all that opportunity has laid before them because God gave them claws. So do not retract yours. We have deemed declawing inhumane. So what if you scratch a little? If you sting a little? If the blood reminds the spineless, you are still here. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it for me. Thank you so much. I do have copies of the book for sale. Come say hi.
Thank you so much. Imagine being that talented. Couldn't be me. Up next, we have Shannon. I don't know how to say your last name. Oh, there you are. Oh my God, I love your earrings. And on deck, we have Richard Rankin.
Hi everybody, I'm Shannon McDevitt. I have a head cold, so bear with me. I'll try not to cough for this. And this piece has a content warning, rape. So here we go. I went out into the night and swallowed delicious soporifics that had invisible spikes in them, shards that I couldn't feel slicing my vocal cords that rendered me mute. The no, get off, stop, trapped in my head. With heavy limbs, I was awake but dead. No one believed me. I was drunk. I took drugs. I tried to drink it away. But it just kept happening. These stories, nah, fuck that. These assaults, no, not quite. These rapes, yeah, that's it. These rapes, yeah, plural, fixed in my skin. Their filthy fingerprints, I work to remove them over and over. I take sorry out of my mouth today and fill up with joy and rage. They go hand in hand, alternating like the tides. Now I meditate and breathe it away. I sing and dance it away. I go out into the night and drink in the moon, sober and free. I murmurate like a starling with the women in my life, fluid like me. I see Saturn making her second return in the distance. I traipse towards maturity, wishing I had this voice in my youth, but I always did. They just didn't hear me. So fuck you, Brock Turner and Brett Kavanaugh. Fuck Epstein and Weinstein and Cosby et al. I could name thousands from rape to gross glare. Time to burn this shit down, because when you catch them, the system don't care. Fuck the guys at the bar and the times I passed out. Fuck you, catcalling cowards. Yeah, how'd that work out? Don't call me baby. Don't tell me to smile. No more keys through my knuckles. Think I'll jog for a while. Gonna walk around topless and unlock my doors. Wear the clothes that I like. Go ahead, call me a whore. Fuck the future is female. I am right here, right now. And when I say I was raped, fuck your why, what, and how. Thank you.
Whoa. Wow, that was very powerful. Guys, why is it so low? I have never hosted a poetry jam, and I just want to say this is awesome. Can we give it up to all these performers? This is too cool. All right, next up is Richard Riker, and on deck is Chris Rockwell. Yeah. But for now, let's give it up for Richard. Richard. He's gone.
Chris Rockwell.
Chris Rockwell, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone know who Richard is? All right. If you see Richard, let him know he was up, and he can come on later. I guess for now, Chris Rockwell, are you ready? Chirp, chirp, chirp. No? All right. Moving right along to, how about Kenny Walker? Yes! Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Walker, always ready. No problem, man. No problem. How y'all be? Y'all all right? Yeah. This is low, man. All right, all right. Well, my name is Kenny Walker Jr. If you want to find me on Facebook or Instagram, it's Kenny KP Walker Jr. Because I made it my name because I'm old and I'll forget. I also have I have an album. This is the cover for it, and it's on all platforms, digital. I don't have hard copies, but it's called Throwing Paper by Kenny Walker Jr. And I also run a spoken word label called Words Out Productions for spoken word artists, neo soul singers, conscious rappers. So we're located in Turnersville. We have a studio, and we're just looking for people to record. I'm gonna start, okay? Testing 1, testing 2. Am I loud enough? Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. I said, can you hear me? Yes. I want you to hear this. It's time to recognize there's a hole in your theories. Don't need to scare me. Just be aware of me. I'm here just like you. I'm doing what I have to do. My direction is true, man, but I just can't get through. Mind check 1, mind check 2. Do I have to be loud for you to hear me? I can hear this. It's time to recognize her. Just give a poke. Don't you couldn't cope. Get all that dope. Then try to hang my rope. But you got reprieve as you did 360 degrees. You fell down to your knees and you begged God, please. Did you hear that? Yeah. I want you to hear this. It's time to recognize this. Man, power and knowledge gives me the ghost. Put behind in the college. A brain can be salvaged. Pass that word to the young. Tell them to put down the gun. See, life's just begun. And here, my friend, you only get one. Did you hear that? Yeah. I said, did you hear that? Yeah. Because in my verse, I try to send a message, but not everybody tends to get it. See, man, my work is never through. Here's a piece for you. Can I do one more? All right, this time, I need everybody to help me out with this, okay? So when I point out to you guys, just repeat after me, okay? That's good? Yeah. Everybody's got to walk?
Everybody's got to walk?
Everybody's got to walk?
Everybody's got to walk?
And walk with pride.
Walk with pride.
Everybody's got to walk?
Everybody's got to walk?
Everybody's got to walk?
Everybody's got to walk?
Check the stride.
Check the stride.
It's what's inside. Now check this out. In this life, you need to walk tall. Head high, eye to eye, and you'll never fall. Now, if you walk, dragging all the negative, not today or this way, I'm going to kick the positive. I don't speak or tippy toe anywhere. I go direct, I come correct, that's how I get there. I don't step around and backtrack. Straight through is how I do it, because it's where it's at. Now, if you walk through this life on a crooked line, you get this, you get dismissed. Happens every time. Help me out. Everybody's got to walk? Everybody's got to walk?
Everybody's got to walk?
Check the stride.
Check the stride.
And walk with pride.
Walk with pride.
Everybody
Hey, man, I stepped up, didn't need the mic. Verse by verse, you have rehearsed. I'm going to keep this tight. Keep with the beat, I walk the soul. It's like a click that never quits. That's how I roll. Now, make up the rhymes as I walk where I go. I throw it down with a sound in my head. Now, let it fly. Now, if you don't like this movie, you walk away. Don't be sad. That's a bang. I take you next time. Because if I could, I would take my sound around the world and give a peace as I meet every boy and girl. One more time. Everybody's got to walk. Everybody's got to walk. Everybody's got to walk. Everybody's got to walk. Check the stride. Check the stride. And walk with pride. Walk with pride. Everybody's got to walk. Everybody's got to walk. Everybody's got to walk. Everybody's got to walk. Check the stride. Check the stride. It's what's inside. What's inside. They told me not to walk on that side of town. It's kind of rough, kind of tough. They want to beat me down. They tell me not to walk back there. They don't like my face. It's not my place. They say I don't fit in. Now, if you don't like my stride and you try to cross, understand. I'm going to show my hand brother. You need to step off. See, Dr. King, he walked on up to Washington. He gave a speech. He tried to reach the population. You see, I just want to walk where I can, keep it real, and we'll all get to a promised land. Peace.
Absolutely incredible, Kenny Walker. Thank you so much. Up next, I have the honor of introducing, actually, she's currently stage managing our conservatory production of the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee happening in June. If you want tickets, come see me. Brianna Rhiannon, everybody. And B. Sykes, you're on deck. Let's go, Bri!
I'm not as tall as the other people here. Hi everyone, my name is Brianna Rhiannon. I am 18 and I go to Philadelphia High School for Creative and Performing Arts. And I will be singing Run Freedom Run from Urinetown. Run freedom run, freedom run away. My friends, you have to run, 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 freedom run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. Till then, you better run, 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 freedom run away. There's a trickle of sweat, a dripping in your ear, but still, you gotta run, 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 freedom run away. Now, don't you fret and never fear. Till freedom's won, freedom run away. There's a great big cloud well on our trail, and he's put a henchman on our tail. Oh, I'm simply laying out the facts for you. Great big Cladwell's making tracks for you. Ain't no time to relax when you run, freedom, run. Run, freedom, run. That freedom sun will shine someday. Till then, you better run, 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 hallelujah. With the wind in your hair, you'll run to freedom's glory. That freedom sun will shine all over your freedom story. I said freedom. I said freedom. Freedom run away.
I am not touching this mic. It is hot with fire. Give it up one more time. Make some noise. She went for that last note. That's awesome. Next up, please put your hands together and make some noise for V. Sykes.
everybody hear me? Yep. Okay. This is my first time doing this too. So.
First time ever!
Let's go. All right, so this poem is called Happy Place. I come into this world with a lie of a happy face, trying to get to that happy place. Well, I guess.
Okay.
You got that?
I come into this world with the lie of a happy face. I guess chasing after that happy place. Well, not really. I just wear it to soften the mood around my inner depressive vibe. Impressive, right? So much so when I tell them how low I could go in my psychological limbo, they are surprised. They say, no, not you. You're always smiling, always laughing, always joking. Well, it may be news to you, but none of us are exempt. R.I.P. Robin Williams, consider that a message sent. He lets us love, laugh, and life outside, while inside he was crying and he was dying. I wonder if he was also trying to find that happy place. I found that smiles are safe even if it's fake. Tears are too sheer, someone who can handle those keep near. Depression is full of blessings, expressions are blessings, and a happy place is a life chase that we may or may not embrace.
Yeah.
There was no way that was your first time. Was that your first time? Yo, give it up. That is what's up. Parker Bobby, you are on deck. But now we have the man, the myth, the legend. You've already been introduced to him. The creator of the Soup Can Magazine. Give it up.
Yeah, let's go.
That's right, Chris Rockwell.
My name is Chris Rockwell. I make shitty rap songs. When I was a kid, my dad took me to listen to records in his room. The place felt cold as a tomb. I would consume the noise of which I was once devoid. He would put on Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. At the time, I was still blind. I thought the moon only had one side. It was all I could see. When we're young, we're naive. At least that's what they want us to believe. It's all perception. That's the lesson Dad told, but now he's getting mad. Oh, the records have mold. The attic walls are apathetic. If they could talk, they would regret it. And I wonder how many childhood dreams are covered in dust. Abandoned while we're looking for a lover to trust, trying not to get smothered in lust. We're grown-ups now. My car's got the cancer. My bones got the rust. And as I grew up, the days started to burn. They got harder to hold. Had to recap the mission. Had to reconsider the goals. Had to remind myself not everything that glitters is gold. Had to warm up for a future that would be bitter and cold. When my brother was young, each day we bundle him up. Now he daydreams when the sun isn't up. His head's cracked. It's too filled to the brim with ideals. It's too much for him to keep in touch with what's real, and I'm the same way. I keep disappearing. Hands out the car window when I should be steering. I feel bolder now that I'm older. I learned to gamble without that poker chip off my shoulder. I lost love once, I just let it slip. I keep telling myself, Chris, get a grip. My brain's got a tick now, my heartbeat's got to skip. But I just learned to bite my tongue about it like she bit my lip. And she did. So I did. Thank you.
All right.
All right, so now that's an oldie, but now I got some new shit.
Let's go.
That's right. So this, I wrote this on the 5th of July last year, which I guess isn't that new now that I think about it. Actually, no, let's do a different one. This is my mom sitting over here at the soup can table, everyone. She shot me right out of her womb, right there. And then, so her name is Christine. So I appreciate your support for my mom's name. I'm kind of named after her. I noticed that you didn't say Chris was a great name. So thank you. So this poem is about all this shit that just happened right here. Okay. It doesn't have a title. If anyone has an idea for a title, keep it to yourself. My parents gifted me with an affordable name.
Thank you.
Common among commoners, perhaps hoping it would humble me, or just liking the way it sounded coming off the rim of a bell, but I'm not humble because I'm too insecure to be considered safe, and the trajectory of my momentum is like any other garden weed reaching straight towards the sun, a glamorous star shining against a space black as a garbage bag, and if I am not reaching, I fear that I am not living. So please let me live, and please don't pluck me from the earth with such hasty disdain / disdainful haste just yet. I tried to be a flower. I tried so hard to be so much for so many people, but I never tried hard enough to be enough for myself. When someone calls my name in a crowded room, 10 people turn around, and I'm never one of them. I tried to counteract my insipid little title, the edges of the letters threadbare by the time I got them strewn across all the proper, appropriate paperwork by achieving more, faster, and better than you. Showing off so often, I imagine conversations to have silent, invisible curtain calls. A showcase season of wit, but I stressed myself out for decades and I'm tired now. All I want is to burn down the church I built around my birth certificate. But they would just pray from the parking lot. And I suppose I earned that in a way. A congregation of non-perishable foods piled up at the feet of the saint who watched over me while I screamed that I'd rather be free or die without realizing what freedom or death really meant. And I want to love too without hurting anybody. And I don't know if anyone ever can, but still I'm reaching anyway. Thank you. Thank you very much. Come say what's up. We have magazines. They feature poets and artists from around New Jersey, but also around the world. So it's a lot of fun putting it together. That's my partner, Amanda. She does everything with me. I would get jack shit done without her. So please put your hands together for Amanda also. If you don't have money, we have free swag. So come and get a free thing. We have stuff. So everybody can come over to the table. Nobody leaves empty-handed. Thank you very much. And back to you, Hannah.
Yeah. Woo!
Wow, that was great, Chris. Don't you wish you could just take a piece of Chris's artwork home with you? Good news, you can. It's right there. Up next, we have the incredible Parker Barbie. And then Rue Wei, you are on deck.
Okay. Hi, my name is Parker Barbie, and I have never done this before, and I'm terrified. So I have a few poems. This one is called Unsaturated. And later that day, it felt like the world had been unsaturated. The birds no longer sang, and the children were no longer laughing. And you were no longer by my side. Why? Why did you leave me? I sat in the park, hoping to find some joy, but it was like the world was sharing my sorrow. My throat felt tangled, and my lips were dry. My hands still ached for your touch, just one more damned touch. The memories of the day flooded my brain as I relived the moment I heard the fateful news. Sometime while I was lost, I was brought back to reality by the feeling of a single cold tear falling down my cheek. As night fell, I picked a flower. It was purple with hues of pink and blue mixed into the petals.
I imagined the face you would make as I handed it to you, your eyes glowing and your smile stretching to both ears. God, that smile. It had been a few hours, and the thought that I would never see that smile again is what finally broke me. I finally had to bear the reality that you were gone and you would never come back. Thank you. Oh my God. This one is called Not My Fault. It is not my fault. The way they look at me with hunger in their eyes is not my fault. The way they analyze every crevice of my body is not my fault. The way they sexualize my every move is not my fault. The way they treat me is not my fault. And I have one more. This one's called Illusional. You follow me everywhere, just like my shadow. No matter what I do, I can't get rid of you. I see your face in the clouds, and I spell your name out of sticks on the ground. I hate you for what you did to me. That's indisputable. But I don't hate the idea of your attention, even though it was all illusional. Illusional. Just like the thought that maybe you still care about me, and maybe, just maybe, you're sorry for what you did to me. That's all I have. Thank you.
We're a duo now. We've always been a duo, but it's fine. It's actually there's three of us. I don't know, but it's fine. That was Parker Barbie.
Parker, where'd you go? Was that your first time getting on the mic? First time ever. First time ever. We just witnessed that.
Incredible hair, if I do say so myself. People with pink hair, they rock.
How long have you been writing? Nice. That's new. That's new. You got up here and did that thing. Well, welcome to the rest of your life. That's awesome.
Up next, we have Rue, which Rue is actually part of our 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Absolutely incredible. Oh yeah. Can I tell you guys, I was in the room for Rue's audition, and they started singing, and I immediately was like, cast.
You gave the golden buzzer?
I did. I literally did. Like,
nice.
I had to be professional, but
you got the golden buzzer. You got it. You're the one. Get up here. Get up here. Oh, wait. Well, who's on deck?
James Dalton.
James Dalton on deck.
Hi, my name's Rue. Like she said, you can come see the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee at the Eagle Theater July 9 and 10. And I have a fun little song in it, so come see me. I also just decided to change my song at the very last minute because I didn't know the other one well enough. So I'm going to be singing You're the One by Greta Van Fleet. Babe, ain't no denying that I've got you in my head. Girl, I'd be flying if you stood yourself and said, you're the one I want. You're the one I need. You're the one I have. come on back to me. Babe, you're so young and pretty, but you're evil. You ought to know, darling, ain't that a pity? Won't you stand yourself in show? Yeah, you're the one I want. You're the one I need. You're the one I have. So come on back to me. See where we've been. Won't you hold my hand and stay a while? Oh, you're the one I want. You're the one I need. You're the one. You're the one I had. So come on back to me.
All right, guys, we need to take a moment to switch up some wires. So I decided that, I mean, am I right? Is this not awesome or what, people? I feel like we need to make the people of Hammonton a little jealous. I'm going to go live. When I turn this phone around, let's let them know that they should be here. So 3, 2, 1. People of Hammonton, what are you doing at home? Look at these artists. Look at these faces. Here on Main Street, we have music. We have this dude right here. Oh, he's staring him, bro. He's staring him. Dancing, music, and the show is not over yet. So you might have some time. Show up here on Main Street, right behind Casciano's. One more time, show them what they're missing. See you soon, people.
I don't know why I went back to scared. All right, here we go. Does it sound? No, it's cutting out a little bit. I don't love it.
Well, I can figure it out. I'll just use the open one like that. It'll all be wonderful. Well, you want to go run my car and have someone else go on? Can I get my mic?
There we go. Is it the cable? All right, get it. It's cutting out.
All right. Did you switch cable? Because I have
cables.
All right, here we go. Back in the mix. Wait, so I'm so proud of everyone for screaming just now. Because when he said he pointed at me, I was just mad that everyone who wasn't here wasn't here. Yeah. Does that make sense? Like, how dare you not be at our party? Right? Yeah, right? Okay, so please put your hands together for our next performer appearing in the very first issue of Soup Can Magazine. He has performed literally around the globe, and he is here. Put your hands together and make some noise for James Dalton!
Check-a-lecca. It's real. There we go. I gotta put myself together here. I have a little green bandana that I did this. I was like, And I walked around the world with it, and it has harmonicas in it, if that's okay with y'all. Is that all right?
I have a bunch here, and there's all letters on them and stuff. There's like D and F and B, and
If there's a preference, do you guys have a preference on letters?
G. Which one? G.
G it is.
G it is. G it is. Hopefully, wait, do I have G? I better have. Oh, there it is. There it is.
That work?
That works. That works.
Let me do this. Take the flops off.
Move my bag.
All right. This is my first time in Hammonton. I think driving in, I saw more blueberry bushes than I've seen in my whole life. That's right, blueberries. Son of a gun. Get them. Does that work? This is a little bit of blues. That's all right. You see, I'm tired. I feel it in the back of my throat. I'm so tired. I wake up so early in the morning, I just can't sleep. Maybe it's the world. Maybe it's the job I don't have. Maybe it's my love awaits for me somewhere else. Maybe I'm getting old. I'm just not old enough, I don't think. I'm so tired. I'm so tired and lonely. Oh, loneliness, you come and found me, Will. You come found me today. Oh, loneliness, you found me today, Will. Knock on my back door. My house is so small, though. If you slam that door open so quickly, it'll bang into the front door. I don't know where to sleep now. Somewhere in between the front door and the back door is like me laying down like this. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It was because I'm so old, man. I'm in my late 40s and I feel like my body's failing me. I know my lover lives so far away from me. It's you, loneliness. It's you, loneliness, that stays by me. Oh, like an annoying relative. And a bad credit score. And some messed up teeth. And I look in the mirror and I see all the sadness in my eyes. And I say, God, was I really created in your image? You must be a sad man too. Ow. But I'm so lonely, Will. Ow. You stay by me, loneliness. Like the cockroaches in my cupboard stick by me too. The job I ain't got just stays by me too. Ow. Ow. Ooh. Oh, no. maybe I'll just lay down and let my eyes stare. But maybe I'll get lucky. And someday I'll find some peace. Thanks so much for letting me do that for you. I got little CDs with me, and I'm making a special deal tonight. They're pay what you want, you know. Well, I did G for you. You guys have any other letters that you like out there?
Hey, ooh, I like that.
Someone said A.
I said E. I said B.
All right, already. Come on now. I heard 3 different letters. What is it?
Let's go.
Yes.
Play 3 harmonicas
at once, James.
Is that cool? Or is
That's sensational.
I gotta do this. I gotta go. Right. This is called I know your name is Karen Ma, but you sure look like the morning sun to me. It's a true story. Said I know your name is Karen Ma, but you sure look like the morning sun to me. Well, said I know your name is Karen Ma, but you sure look like the morning sun to me. Well, the way you shine on me in the morning. When I get off of work, well, I get my guitar in my hand, well, walk down the sidewalk. Oh, and there's the taxi cab waiting for me. Now, a little important fact I left out of this was many years ago, I had a job as a guitar playing, singing guy at an Irish bar in Shanghai, China. So there you go. So I would walk through this little bar filled with all Chinese people and some Europeans and some other stuff. And I was the dude that would sing Whiskey in the Jar and Hotel California. You know, that stuff. And so anyway, the taxi driver was very important. He didn't speak English. That's the important part of this bit right here. Woo! Said I know your name is Karen Ma, you sure look like the morning sun to me. Well, and I walked down the taxi driver. Who doesn't speak English? Like I said, right? You know, maybe you remember that part. And I call you on the phone. It sounds like this. I'm gonna do it again. Wait, does that sound like a phone? Yeah, it doesn't sound like that anymore, does it? Yeah. It was like a SIM card phone, you know. It was whatever. So anyway, and I get on the phone. I was like, "Ni hao ma, baby. I need you to talk to this taxi driver to give him directions to get to your house." And I hand him the phone. Because that's how you do it. You got no addresses there, and nobody speaks English, and I don't speak Mandarin, so what am I going to do? So I hand him the phone, and he does this. And I swear to God, he's like, it sounded just like that. I'm not trying to be obnoxious. It was like, and then he looked at me, and he handed me a phone back. And I said, "We good?" And she's like, "Yes, we're good." I was like, "All right, we're good." I said, "Whoa!" Down Henshaw Lu. Oh, Fu Xing Lu too well. All the way down to you. I said, "I know your name is Karen Ma, you sure look like the morning sun to me. Well, I said, I know your name is Karen Ma, you sure look like the morning sun to me. Well, when you shine on me in the morning, all through the window, on my sleeping face."
so much. My name is James Dalton. I'll see you all very soon.
I got CDs, and I'm going to be over with that guy. Hanging out. Thanks so much. I need to get a drink of water.
There are very few times where I'm speechless in my life.
Me too. I'm out of breath.
So I'm gonna next music is Chris Bunn. There you are. You're right in front of me. And Sarah Pagasi, you are on deck.
Acoustic. Yeah, you can. I have it. Thanks. Yeah.
Hey everybody. Hi. Hello. Hey. Just gonna tune up a little bit. All right. Hi. My name is Chris. I live in Hammonton, right down the road, and I play the guitar and I sing. I write my own music, and I also. So first song is an original song. It's by me. It's called "Don't You Come Around," and I hope you enjoy. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. My capo. Just give me a second. All right, everything's okay now. Got my capo. I went down through the morning haze, see what I could see. Down upon the riverside, it just was you and me. And I said, don't you come around, don't you come around. And I said, no, 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 no more. I've seen them better days, been around it. Go right out your mouth, but I can see all these tethered lies. Well, they're just falling through your teeth. And I said, don't you come around, don't come around. And I said, no, 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 no more. I seen them better days, Been around this place and I said go. You point your little finger at one but yourself. Can't you take the blame? Oh yeah, you'd rather go to hell. And I said, don't you come around. Don't you come around. And I said, no, 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 no more. I seen them better days. Been around this place and I said, go. You point your little finger at everyone but yourself. Can't you take the blame? Oh yeah, you'd rather go to hell. And I say, oh, don't you come around. Don't you come around. And I said, no, 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 no more. I seen them better days. Been around this place and I said, go, yeah. And when you finally realize the error of your ways, I hate to break it to you, you'll be lying in your grave. And you'll have wished you came around, wished you heard the sounds of all the voices you ignored. Guess I've seen them better days. It's a crying shame that you ain't gone. Thank you. Okay, I'll do another one. Another rich one? Yeah. Okay, which one should I do? All of them. Oh my God, that's a lot. Okay, this one is another original song. Wrote it about, but I just recorded it and released it on my Spotify, or not Spotify, SoundCloud. So if you want to listen to me, you go to soundcloud.com/Chris-Bunn, BUNN-music. I hope you remember that. Chris-Bunn-music. Yeah, that's me. Hopefully I'll be on Spotify someday soon. Okay. It's called Black Eyed Susan. Bound in river, I see black-eyed Susan Hill, gathering some flowers for her mother in the field. How I'd like to be sweet William, love her every day. It's just not my season, no, I bloomed way back in May. See, she paid mine to me. I may never know the answer why, and it makes me want to cry. I've myself a lover by the name of Jasmine Lee. We're so good together, but my heart, it just don't agree. Lord, why do I go longing for the ones that leave me be? And why do I go on running from the women loving me? Well, I don't understand the way love ain't real. I may never know the answer why, and it makes me want to cry. I may never know the answer why, and it makes me want to cry. Thank you. That was fun. Enjoy it.
Can we put it together one more time for Chris? Like, who gave you the right to be that kid? What right do you have? Wait, how old are you? You're 24 years old? You have like the wisdom of like someone much older. Yeah, you sound like you have the wisdom of like a James Dalton.
Thank you.
He turns like, oh, thank you. Yeah, I definitely did. Amazing set. Put it together. Those are original songs. We love that. We love that. So, Tressie, you're on deck. And next up, put it together for Sarah Parisi. Listen, cheering from 5 miles away does nobody any good. Bring it up here. There's chairs. She needs to feel supported. That's what I'm talking about. All right, put it together for Sarah, everybody. Make some noise.
Hi everyone. Hi. My name is Sarah. I'm gonna read a few poems for you. This first one is new. It's called Completion. No shit. Both of us shattered mirrors turned puzzle pieces, making each other whole again. Not so that we see the shadows behind us, but the whole picture in front of us. Some may call it fragmented, but I call it mosaic. Pieces falling into place like the cracks were meant to be formed all along. So now that we've come together, we can see each other for what it is, scars and all. Broken doesn't equate to beautiful, but how you rearrange the pieces that makes the masterpiece. It is called Skinny Dipping in Florida. Moon shine bright on the ocean, salt air confidence flowing through my bones. There was just enough light to show an outline, but little enough to leave room for the imagination. There was a different kind of intimacy between us, soul-bearing naked, deep flaws and all. Letting our bodies do the talking, our lips would never speak. The soft breeze carried any inhibitions away. I can only fully be myself when I'm with you. Being truly naked doesn't just mean taking clothes off, but pouring into one another, like an hourglass that never runs out of time. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Chris Rockwell. Suitcase magazine. Let's get it. Let's get it. Thank you so much, Sarah. That was beautiful. Up next, we have the lovely musical stylings of Tressie Newber and John Bradley. I don't know where you are, but you're on deck.
Hi everyone, I'm Ivor, and this is going to be the first time I'm doing anything in like 4 years. Yeah. Check on my phone. Right? Thank you.
It's not simple to say. Most days I don't recognize me. These shoes and this apron, this place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention sweet centered. I remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I got you, and you're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I'll give it all and rewrite an ending or two for that girl that I knew who'll be reckless just enough, who'll get hurt, but who'll learn how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love. And then she'll be stuck and be scared. Remind her to fight a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes that's been gone, but it used to be mine. Oh, it used to be mine. But she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
That was awesome. This is not on. That was set up. So you want me to just move on? Yeah. This whole. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys were an awesome audience. Was this cool or what? We have some people to thank before John Bradley takes us home. Thank you to Main Street. I see you, Cassie, over there. Cassie running the show, always here at Main Street. Thank you to you. And of course, Eagle Theater, Jim Tonio. Oh, the coffee lady herself, Linda Casciano. Thank you so much. And Anada's Wine Bar. So thank you guys so much for making this possible. Thank you guys for coming out because you guys were such a cool audience. I mean, how good were these performers tonight? So good. How good were these hosts? I mean, come on. Yeah. Get it? Yeah. J to the beat, John Bradley, a man of many talents. Arguably the greatest videographer in Hammonton, perhaps the world. You want me to stop? Okay. Is that too loud or is that? We got thumbs up.
Hello, everyone. Did you want to play the box? You're not feeling? You take the.
Do it. Play the box. Play the box.
You want to operate that thing?
Turn it around. Yeah.
Sit on it.
And sit on it. Sit on it. Let me see.
Yeah, man.
Turn it around.
She's safe. Oh, she's with a teacher.
Oh, good. Okay, so like, I'm looking for like a swing beat in like 6/8 time. You feel me?
down and up here. So like hit it with this hand. Up the beat.
Sam, you got this, right?
What?
Yeah. Listen, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But you're keeping.
We'll see what happens, people. We're closing the show.
Yeah.
Whatever happens after this is going to be.
I didn't expect to have an audience. I don't mean that in a bad way. I appreciate everyone here. I just.
Is this your game?
It looks like a.
You're already there. I'm here, man. I can't get up now. No going back. There's no going back.
You'll just get up and walk away now. You're there.
Okay. So. Slept over. but thank you. It's the only song I prepared to kind of play. And
Oh, well, okay. Oh, okay.
Heck yeah.
Give it up for John Bradley! And give it up for me!
Thank you, Sam. Sam Seitel on the drums, everybody.
Thank you.
Guys, I think we really got to give it up for Sam one more time for giving it the old college try. We have a last minute sign up from one of the loveliest ladies in Hammonton. You know her, you love her. It's Angela Donio.
Oh, legend. A celebrity.
Okay. It's a really short one, guys. I wrote this in 1967 after a really kind of hard time in my life. If you put your happiness into things and look for it in what tomorrow brings, you have missed today to your ultimate sorrow. For today is your life, and the happiness is there by yourself. It means just to love.
Oh my God, you want to play the drums?
Oh, I don't want to play. Guys, are there any actual drum players or other musicians in here who?
I want you to play the drums.
Okay, guys, this is the end of the show, but as you walk out, we'll play a little musical performance for you. One more time, give it up for everyone who performed today. Yeah, shout out to all the vendors on your way out. Make sure you check them out. They were incredible. Thank you for coming out. And as you guys leave, we'll do a little musical performance. We're really doing it. So here we go. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Are they going to be there till 8?
I guess, yeah. I don't know.
Cool. I'll have to go over there. I'm good.
We'll make it.
I had to go to my car to get my coat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know, when you're making, you gotta have warm hands. You can't have cold hands. But yeah, this was cool, right?
Yes, this was really nice.
Cool. I'm glad I signed up.
Okay. This is a nice.
Let me check it out first.
Tell me now, baby. When I wake up in the sheets of the
You want to plug in with it? Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, please. Sam, make noise. Well, I'll make noise. Thank you, everyone, for still hanging out.
Woo!
We got a fan. Thank you so much. You guys rock.
Now we're doing a parking lot jam. Okay, tell me what you want me to play. Oh my God. Anything.
I love a spontaneous jam.
Anything? Yeah, why not? No, can you tell me what? Okay. I'll just play the. Okay. What an honor. Okay. I'm gonna play the key. Yeah, yeah. That's okay. I'm basically gonna play like about a major C minor. Yeah. That's not a bad one. I appreciate it. I hope I can hear you. I hope so too. I don't know just baby, I'll never let you go. Take a path across the But once you're here, I'll never let you go. Take the path across the river that will never walk alone to the city or into the unknown. To that city or into the unknown. To that city or into the unknown. 3,000 miles. Chris on the guitar, everybody! Woo! This is Sam Seitel on the drums. I stop calling this place home. Stop back when ready to go. But for now, be on the phone. Yeah, for now, be on the phone. Too tired, oh, and love is gonna see you. And I say, too tired, oh, and love is gonna see you.
Was it really you? You put it on my back.
We gotta pack this up. It's ready. All right, brother. It was a good time. Awesome, man. Whoa. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Oh, I wanted to tell you.
We're going. Bless your heart. Thank you. That was fun. Seriously. Take care.
Take care. I'll see you soon.
All right.
She rocks the mic there. She's always working. We had like 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yes.
Just don't go in the road. Don't go in the road.
She wandered in one day and we were like, are you kidding me? Or James Sullivan, like that time, public shrine, how many times? And she just like, let me start breaking this shit down real quick.
The rain.
Breaky.
The rain is coming. Here's the corn.
Did you pack up the big bag?
It's not much.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Just,
You just found it.
I do. It's oh, I love you guys. Oh, I love this. I used to play in a bluegrass jam. That's where I was.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Because you said that.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm going to give you a CD.
Stop.
It's not a good CD. It's a bad word.
Okay.
There's a bad word at the end. It's
So nice to meet you. Are you local or?
I'm not local. No, I came down with this town right here.
Wow.
Are you local? Are you
Yeah, I live in town. Yeah.
Are you with the art club or?
I'm with Art Club. Yeah. Yeah,
Chris, right?
I hope so.
Right,
Like, this
brother.
was so cool. Like,
Yeah.
we need
I'll
to
see
do
you
more
around,
stuff
man.
like this.
It's great. I mean, I'm not from here, but I agree. It's not bad. Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, man.
James,
Yeah, no doubt.
Nice to meet you.
Dude, yeah,
Thank
dude,
you
you were
so much
amazing.
for this.
You're welcome
I'm
so much.
excited.
Like I said, there's a bad word at the end. Hopefully you're not offended.
Good to see you, Sam. Take care.
What do you do with art? Do you just hang out and paint, I guess, or are you involved?
So I'm an art teacher. I'm a full-time art teacher. But yeah, I wanted to get more involved in the town.
Right.
I'm a member of the art center. It's an art center. Yep. So redheads. But yeah, like I love this town. Like I haven't always lived here. I moved here because of the arts, and like they're trying to even because we're not the most arts forward town. Like there's so many, but we're trying. Like yeah. So. Oh, okay.
I'm from Bayhead.
Okay, nice. Awesome. You said brick? Yeah. So I used to work in a brewery in town, 33. So I used to work there like on the side, and their families from there. So yeah. Cool. So no, that's okay. Washington Township, not the North Washington Township. Yeah. But yeah, it is. But I grew up in Franklinville, which is like not so south. So all around, like But my first teaching job was actually in New Jersey, Montclair. Yeah, I lived there for like 3 months. Yeah. Yeah.
It was like, yeah. I went to see. Whatever the theater is there.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
I can't.
Yeah.
It was. I got tickets to the show, and I was living in the city at the time. And, I lived in. I was like train over. It was cute. Went in and I was looking around. This dude had a hat shop. And he had one. Hey, no, I don't need this hat. And he came over and he's like, no, you gotta ship it to the side. I was like,
and then you're like, okay, now I need this hat.
because I just lost. He's like, oh, it's this set. I was like, all right, so here's and suddenly I had to drop $100.
Oh my gosh. So that's cool. You have that memory. Maybe write a song about that.
Well, that hat ran around the world.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, the hair. Rocking the hair. Really?
Unless I'm in a city.
Wherever
You're
you want,
probably
man.
right, but I was like trying to do it like in my town I grew up in, and I'm like, I'm stoked. I can't do it. Who knows who's this other dude? I can't be a hat guy here. This is really nice. Now, is this the game? What you're doing? I mean, it got a little wet there, by the way. Is that
I mean, I love flowers, and the thing is flower power for Third Thursday. But yeah, I'm just like, I had these flowers at home, so I was like, yeah, Donna, I'll bring flowers. Because if you wanted me to just like flat drop, like with flowers, like got the flowers, and I love Prismacolors, but yeah, I'm into a lot of different things.
I only ask because I go to the flower shop.
Oh really? That's so cool. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've always been obsessed with flowers and nature. Like, I grew up with a big backyard, so always been around flowers. Oh, I know. Good to see you, Laura. Yeah, how'd it go over there? Oh, great. You enjoyed it? Oh, yeah. That's what's fun. Oh, yeah. I had fun working to the music, but it'll dry. Thanks. I like started, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna move on to the back because I was like, all right, I'm gonna move on. Yeah, I love the blend. I love Prismacolors. Thank you.
So I hope it dries okay.
It'll be all right. And I was like, oh, I might as well because the next theme for the art center is still life. So that was supposed to be a still life, but then I was like, no, I'm just gonna stick to the flower because I thought the flower was enough,
Yes.
So
I often think the flowers are enough.
Yes, you do.
A little bit of the other.
A little bit of here and there. So this little easel. Yeah. This easel. Yes. I don't even know how it works.
What suspense.
Don did it. Well, I don't know how it works.
Suspicious. I wear sus pants all day.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Okay, so
Oh, thank you. And then this has to go in there. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
The Hammontonians, I've got questions.
Yeah.
If I was going to get dinner in the neighborhood, that's not like the lobster steak special.
Rocco's Townhouse.
Yeah.
I love Rocco's. And you know, it's a bar.
Fine.
Yeah.
That works.
But they have
Rocco's
great
Townhouse.
food.
All right.
Yeah.
And if Rocco's isn't the place, what's another spot that's like?
Well, there's Mexican right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mariachi Loco.
Mariachi
Love
Loco.
it. Yeah. Yes. It's awesome.
Mariachi Loco.
Or Italian, there's Marcello's. Yeah. If you're,
I saw that around the corner.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a light, yeah.
Yeah.
And down, it's not the same light as it.
No,
Next
it's one.
quarter
Yeah,
up,
the
and then you can
next
go to
block
Rocco's.
over to Rocco's.
Yeah.
The next block over
Third
from Marcello's is Rocco's.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think these guys might be going to eat. I'm starving.
Okay.
Drove down here from Brickell.
Well, you earned it. Good job.
I hope so. I hope it was all right. I hope my little
was
little
great.
shenanigans were okay.
It was great.
You know, like I said, I try to I shoot from the hip a little bit, so I just
Yeah.
try to just try to do my thing.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing to people who don't do that.
Well, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I'll be back down.
I'm
with
really good at staying at my work table and just painting all day. That's what I do.
And the audience comes later. That's it.
Yeah,
You know,
later.
and the audience gets to see the final product. It's really similar, you know. I just have to. I have to do it in real time.
Yeah. Well.
But which I gotta tell you, and the reason why I said that, like, my only talent is I'm not afraid of it, is it could go wrong really badly.